Hello and a warm welcome to TBC News. Our top stories tonight. It insists judiciary digitalization.
I note with satisfaction the timely choice of the theme, technology and innovation, how digitalization paves way for the development of the people-centered justice.
Somalia named EAC 8th partner state. Good evening, I'm Agnes Tuniga. You can also follow us live on our YouTube channel, TBConline, and also get all the latest news through our Instagram, Facebook, and X pages at TBConline. President Samia Suluhu Hassan says advancement in technology plays a crucial role in fostering the rule of law, and it is imperative for the legal sector to embrace technology in the dispensation of justice. Kanki Moigomole has more details.
President Samia Suluhu Hassan made the remarks during the inauguration of the 4-day Commonwealth Law Ministers meeting taking place in Zanzibar, which brings together law ministers and attorney generals from across the Commonwealth countries, aiming to discuss emerging justice issues affecting Commonwealth citizens.
I note with satisfaction the timely choice of the theme, technology and innovation, how digitalization paves way for the development of the people-centered justice. It is therefore suffice to say that our Commonwealth community is witnessing rapid development in technology and also socioeconomic sectors.
Furthermore, President Samia says that the judiciary of Tanzania has addressed the backload of cases through adoption of electronic tools, which enhances transparency and accountability in access to justice.
It beefed up its own IT team charged with digitalization of court processes. As of last year, it started piloting on electronic case management systems to facilitate the registration of cases online and the assignment of cases for judges and magistrates. It is done electronically. This has provided a tool for monitoring on how cases are being handled.
The Commonwealth Secretary General Patricia Scotland says members will write a dynamic chapter in the history of Commonwealth Law Ministers meeting, adding that the timing and the content are important as the world is bound to a note of crisis.
We are the largest association of nations in the history of the world, which is bound above all by values to which we all aspire. There is no treaty that binds us. There is no compulsion for us to be together. We choose to come together as a family for the common good and to make sure that we serve those we love.
On the other hand, the Minister of Constitutional and Legal Affairs of Tanzania, Dr. Pindi Chana, says the Commonwealth serves a beacon of cooperation, collaboration and shared values, insisting President Samia Suluhu Hassan has been exemplary in overseeing justice, democracy, peace and development.
And I want to assure you, under the regime of Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, Tanzania has been the great example of democracy, peace and development.
The Commonwealth Law Ministers meeting is being chaired by the Ministry of Constitutional and Legal Affairs of the United Republic of Tanzania and is expected to end on the 8th of March 2024.
The Secretary General of the East African Community, EAC, Dr. Peter Mathuki, has refuted the report circulating on social media that the community has completed the common currency introduction process. Dr. Mathuki made the remarks in the Arusha region immediately after the Republic of Somalia completed the final procedures to join the East African Community, EAC. 1 year has passed since the heads of the member countries agreed the Republic of Somalia to become a member. Here's the report by Sechelela Kongola, read by Teddy Mparanyanga.
The national flag of Somalia flying at the East African Community headquarters in Arusha is a clear sign that the country is now a full member of the community and ready to fully participate in all activities of the community. The Minister of Information of Somalia, Dauda Aweso, says Somalia is well prepared to work together with member countries and add value to the economic development processes.
It will be a great benefit for Somalia to join with other members who were there before. We are the 8th country to join this community, and we shall bring a great contribution even though there are challenges in Somalia, but we are working on them. We have the intention and we have the commitment to join the East African Community.
Furthermore, the issue of stimulating the economic activities is also discussed.
The next step is Somalia to appoint 9 members of parliament to enter the East African Parliament, of which they will be officially attending all ministerial and community meetings. Now that we are moving aid, the market has expanded to 350 million people.
Dr. Mathuki elaborates on the introduction of the EAC single currency.
I received some news yesterday that there is an East African currency. No, there is no an East African currency, but we are in the process and it will be found, but for now, we still haven't found a common currency in our community yet.
Research equipment for wild animals worth more than 400 million shillings has been handed over to the Tanzania Wildlife Research Institute to support research activities targeting to boost conservation activities. The chairman of the board of directors of the institute, Dr. David Manyanza, says the equipment that have been donated by USAID through the Natural Resources Conservation Program will inspire wild animals conservation not only to the institute, but also to the Tanzania Wildlife Management Authority, TAWA, and Tanzania National Parks Authority, TANAPA.
We are conducting animal census. There are modern tools such as advanced cameras, GPS, plane devices. Because animal census is conducted by using planes, it is very important. Most of the tools that we were using were very old. In order to do an effective job, we must have a good tools. These tools are needed in this process, so they will really help.
Nathan Sage, a representative of USAID, says Tanzania has been spending a lot of money in conservation of natural resources that have been contributing half of the raw materials and products derived from natural resources in the world.
Or Preserve Natural Resources project, the U.S. government is providing the Tanzania Wildlife Research Institute with state-of-the-art wildlife monitoring equipment to continue its important mission of conservation monitoring in critical habitats of Tanzania. Additionally, we're happy to continue our partnership with Tariri with other research, which includes climate change projections for key habitats with our U.S. Department of Interior.
The Minister of State, Minister's President's Office, Planning and Investment, Professor Kitila Mkumbo, urged global insurance companies to come and invest in Tanzania due to its market potential. He made the call during the celebrations of 25th anniversary of Isaiah Lion Insurance Company in Dar es Salaam, insisting that Tanzania has close business ties with neighboring countries, which assures even larger market for the prospective investors.
We are a very friendly country to Kenya, to Uganda, the entire region. So the market is assured in terms of investment. Of course, in legal frame 5 years, we have undertaken serious reforms, both legally and policy-wise, with respect to insurance industry in this country.
And there is a reason to stay in Tanzania. I can mention few of them in this industry. One, our industry is well guided and with a very robust regulatory framework. Of course, directed by our leaders, Her Excellency President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, our leaders, the ministers, guide the business in a very proper way.
On the other hand, the Chief Executive Officer of Isaiah Lion Insurance Company commended the government for creating conducive environment for the insurance sector.
In Tanzania, it is actually the excellent service. We've braved the storms of COVID-19 and we are still growing strong. For the last 4 years, we've been growing our GWP at an average rate of 25%, leave alone growing our profitability, returning the returns of investment, and that makes us one of the best insurance companies in the country.
The Tanzania Bureau of Standards, TBS, in collaboration with the International Organization for Standardization, ISO, has conducted training of trainers for 7 East African countries with the aim of facilitating the adaptation of international standards, particularly in food management systems. Speaking during the training, which is held in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, the Director General of TBS, Dr. Athmani Ngenya, says once these countries adhere to the international standards, it will stimulate competition among member countries.
The training is aimed at, facilitating us or giving us, giving us advantage of adopting the international standard, particularly in this in food management systems. Yeah, so by adopting or understanding and adopting, taking up the standards, then it brings to us, first the food safety will be confidence of the food, but also in the trading part, business will be conducted easily. Once we adopt and the systems of food manufacturing adhere to standards, then it will be easy for us, to engage into international business.
So this ISO 22000 is a management system which takes care of food safety and makes sure that our foods which we produce are safe, and they will help us to make sure that we don't have diseases in foods and so on.
We want these trainees that will participate in the course to have in-depth knowledge, because then they will go and implement the standards in pilot organizations and help to raise awareness in their countries as well.
The 4-day training involves trainees from Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, Somalia, among others. The improvements that have been made to the Kigoma Maweni Referral Hospital in Kigoma region has enabled the hospital deal with various challenges, including the shortage of medical equipment and specialized treatment, which has reduced referrals of patients for treatment outside Kigoma region. Here's the report by Victoria Patrick, read by Teddy Mparanyanga.
It is reported that 20 to 40 patients had to seek treatment outside of the region every month, while some blood samples were transported to other hospitals for diagnosis due to the lack of services in the region, which endanger the lives of the sick, as the process takes a long time. And now, while President Samia Suluhu Hassan is going to celebrate 3 years of her leadership in the country, the Kigoma Maweni Referral Hospital has made strides creating conducive environment for the hospital staff.
Kumekuwa pia kuna ongezeko la watumishi wa kada maalum.
There has been an increase in the staff of special cadres that previously did not exist. Within the Kigoma region, we have upgraded from 2 specialist doctors to 10 specialist doctors, of which 2 methods that have been used to improve services. One is to educate local staff who became specialists, and secondly, we hire other specialists. More than 10 billion Tanzanian shillings have been provided by the government to complete various projects, such as the addition of medical equipment, specialized treatment, the oxygen production and storage for medical use, the creation of artificial limbs for people with disabilities. Nurses and doctors now say that it inspires them to provide services. We were missing a lot of services, but after this building, we have been able to get better services here in Maweni area. It is the only area that provides ICU service in the Kigoma region. As a service provider, we had worked in very difficult environments due to the lack of tools, but now things have changed. We are thankful to the 6th-phase government for improving the hospital environment, including the working tools. For those who are unable to pay for treatment, the hospital has special arrangements.
Tunatumia milioni 40 kwa mwezi.
We provide the sum of more than 40 million Tanzanian shillings per month to provide exemption services and free services to the special groups. Initially, this referral hospital, which was established more than half a century ago, was collecting 1 billion per year, but for 3 years now the hospital is collecting 5.9 billion annually, enabling it to run various activities independently, including the employing of more workers without waiting for government funding.
The Jakaya Kikwete Cardiac Institute has entered into a partnership with the University of Dar es Salaam, which enables the university to offer various courses including competency-based critical care, emergency nursing, and dialysis nursing service. Prospective students from Tanzania and outside Tanzania, such as Zambia, are delighted by the opportunities that the partnership will produce. Here's the report by Florence Mavindi, read by Teddy Mparanyanga.
The health sector is the sector that requires progressive improvements and reviews from medical equipment to human resources. On the area of human resources, Jakaya Kikwete Cardiac Institute enters into an agreement with the University of Dar es Salaam to provide training that JKCI used to provide themselves.
Tanzania nchi nzima tukihesabu specialists wako wangapi hata hatufiki 25.
The whole country has less than 25 specialists, and out of those 25, 8% are here at JKCI. This patient will require comprehensive critical care. The caregiver must be skilled. That was our goal, and we have really succeeded because our students are employed.
The collaboration is increasingly providing opportunities for students to learn in a more practical way, using advanced technology in IT and artificial intelligence.
We are now going through our curriculum. We want to offer training that is competence and skill-based. We must have an institution that is well equipped to teach these students. We will offer courses that aim to handling their skills practical.
The training, which will increase knowledge and employment opportunities, involve the degree level and below the degree level, giving graduates which will be certified.
One of the programs that we will start here, which will also be the first one in East and Middle Africa, is for cardiovascular surgery. And another one, which will collaborate with the UDSM in introducing, is heart valve repair surgery.
Experts from the USA, India, Israel, and Italy will participate in providing the training.
As the world prepares to mark the World Women's Day, the project coordinator of Launchpad Tanzania says Tanzania has potentials to see more young girls in science and technology as part of increasing the girls' participation in science and technology. Speaking to TBC News, Loy Jaffo, argues that stakeholders to keep supporting young girls in matters related with technology.
For women to be engaged on the digital landscape or on the technology, the only thing that we need to give them is support. Where to get the skills, how to get it, and be safe on the digital platforms. Everything is moving to digital. Every organization is moving to digital. Technology is growing very, very fast. And everything is going to merge with technology. So having these skills, having digital skills, having technology skills will make everyone's life better. For us to learn as the men go, for us to grow as men go, we have to engage on technology.
On the other hand, some of the young girls explain the importance of participating in science and technology, urging other young girls increase their science and technology skills by participating in various technology programs.
And feel confident enough and brave enough to say, hi, I can solve this problem in my community. And I feel like having women in science technology just gives them that power back, empowers them, reminds them that they can also take part into coming up with creative solutions for problems that come up in our communities. There are problems facing women, problems facing young girls, problems facing children, there are problems facing the environment, and all of these, I believe women have the creative capabilities to just come up with these solutions.
We are living in a science and technology world currently, so if girls pull themselves up and try to be curious and participate in science technology, they will be living in the current world, because that is where we exactly are.
I would like to encourage my fellow females to participate more in the science technology.
The Launchpad Tanzania has been one of the institutions that has made significant contribution to promoting science and technology through the establishment of training for young girls on various issues affecting science and technology. Before we wind up local news, let us now have a look at our today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Don't miss TBC News every weekday to know all the latest in exchange rates. Stay tuned for all in the latest in international news. And here is international news as compiled and read by Nyembona Masamba.
We're taking off from the northern Pakistan, where heavy rain and snow has triggered floods and landslide, killing 32 people and injuring dozens more. Most of the casualties are in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province on the border with Afghanistan. Extreme hot weather has become common in Pakistan since over the past 2 years, with southern die in floods causes billions of dollars worth of damage to the Pacific. Haiti's government has declared state of emergency, a nighttime curfew following sieging gang violence and storming of the country's two biggest prisons. Prime Minister Ariel Henry has been visiting Kenya, trying to find international police force to help to patrol the streets. The National Penitentiary is where the Haiti highest profile criminals were locked up. For 3 days, gunmen threatened to storm the jail. After fierce gunfight turned the street of Port-au-Prince into a battleground, and they succeeded in releasing fellow gang members. Civilians were caught in the middle of the street battles. Shops and streets have been looted without seeing police officers in streets. South Korea Health Ministry is struggling to suspend the medical licenses of 7,000 junior doctors who walked out of hospital 2 weeks ago. Many striking doctors have already ignored a back-to-work order The trainees are protesting the government plan to increase the number of admissions at medical schools. Now they say the government plans to say the shortage will harm patient care. This is the third week of doctors' walkout, and there are already reports of hospital personnel maintaining operations near at breakpoint in the absence of the junior doctors who are playing important roles in the operation of ICUs and cancer wards. To East Asia, pictures has done by families of people on board the missing Malaysia airline flight MH370, which disappeared when traveling Kuala Lumpur to Beijing nearly 10 years ago. It was carrying 239 passengers and crew when it disappeared shortly after taking off in March 2014. Malaysia is pushing for a renewal search for the plane. To Pakistan again, Shehbaz Sharif has been sworn in as a Pakistan Prime Minister for the new government. It is the second time as a leader for Sharif. He resumes the role held until last August when a caretaker government took over. The 72-year-old is the younger brother of the three-time Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. Their party, the Pakistan Muslim League, won the second highest number of seats in the last month election, which was marred by political violence and allegation of voting rigging. And the vote turnout for the parliament election in Iran last week reached a record low. The Interior Minister says 41% of the 61 million Iranians are eligible to cast their ballots voted on Friday, and that is down from 42.5% of 2020 and from 71% who voted in 19.
That was international news. Sports news up next. And in sports news, following a great triumph of two Tanzanian football clubs, Yanga and Simba, qualified for quarterfinals in the CAF Champions League, the government intends to organize a special meeting involving the two teams, aiming at discussing the way forward to ensure the two teams qualify for other stages. The Minister of Culture, Arts and Sports of Tanzania, Damas Ndumbaro, made the remarks when speaking to TBC News, adding that for both teams reaching the quarterfinals is a huge achievement for the nation. Furthermore, the spokesperson of Tanzania Football Federation, Clifford Ndimbo, gives his well wishes to the teams to win the trophy, while the TPLB spokesperson, Karim Boimanda, urged other teams to sign best football players to achieve similar milestone.
In CAF Champions League quarterfinal, where we could have 4 teams, 2 in CAF Champions League quarterfinal and 2 in CAF Confederation Cup final.
This is the first time in the history of football in Tanzania, 2 clubs to qualify to the quarterfinal. We as a federation, we are happy with this qualification for the Young Africans and Simba Sports Club.
On the other hand, the fans from 2 clubs of Yanga and Simba have given their views on what the team should do to bring the trophy home. The weather update.
Hello dear viewers, welcome to the next 24 hours of the forecast from Tanzania Meteorological Authority. My name is Margaret Masawe. Rainfall signals are still seen in many areas of the country, especially over the southern coast. NTMA is issuing an advisory of heavy precipitation periods over a few areas of Lindi, Mtwara, Morogoro and Ruvuma. Therefore, precautive measures have to be taken. Tonight we expect partly cloudy condition and thunder showers over Lake Victoria Basin, western part of the country, central part of the country, northeastern highlands, Dar es Salaam and Pwani. Southwestern highlands, Morogoro and Ruvuma and southern coast are expected to feature cloudy condition, thunder showers over a few areas. Tanga, Unguja and Pemba ISO is expected to feature partly cloudy condition, rain showers over a few areas. Tomorrow we expect partly cloudy condition and thunder showers over Lake Victoria Basin, western part of the country, central part of the country, northeastern highland and the northern coast. While southwestern highlands, Morogoro, Ruvuma and southern coast are expected to feature cloudy condition, thunder showers over a few areas and sun intervals. Now let us see the next 4 days of the forecast for some regions of the country. From Tanzania Meteorological Authority, we thank you for watching us.
And that item marks the end of our news bulletin for tonight. Do not miss our next bulletin in Kiswahili at 11 p.m. I'm Agnes Tuniga. Thank you very much for being with us. Good night.
Tanzania wiki hii wetu Mnyegere Bukoba.
Hii ni mojawapo katika bandari kubwa 6 zilizo kwenye ziwa Victoria.
Bilioni 19.5 katika uwekezaji wa maboresho ya bandari ya Bukoba. Ni nini na nini wategemee?
Kuweka midaki